Most trucks claim they're ready for success, but when you pull the trigger, you hear that delightful sound of plastic gears turning into confetti. Not today. This is the Hosim Mojarco M33. It's a 1/8 scale desert beast that doesn't just promise 60 miles an hour, it threatens it. We're talking about a rig that costs under 500 bucks, but wants to pick a fight with trucks twice its price. Is it the budget king, or is it just a giant paperweight with LEDs? Let's find out. Now, before you go sending this thing 30 feet in the air, you need to know if the spine can handle the landing. Now, I'm going to give you these technical specs while you watch this thing flying darn close to 30 feet in the air. Beneath its 1.5 millimeter thick PC shell is a full metal-driven drivetrain. We aren't talking metalish, we're talking 40 CR chromium steel gears, 35T spiral discs, and heat-treated 1144 steel drive shafts. It's basically a tank that went to track practice. Powering this chaos is a 4274 2000 kV brushless motor paired with a 130 amp ESC. Out of the box, Hosim throws in two 3S 5000 milliamp hour LiPos. Connect those in series and you've got a 6S setup that will make your neighbor's lawnmower look like a toy. To keep all that 6S violence on the ground, Hosim gave us 26mm aluminum oil-filled shocks. They're beefy red anodized and actually adjustable, which is good because at 60 miles an hour, physics is basically just like a suggestion. It's a full-time four-wheel drive with high-grip rubber tires that are supposed to actually bite. If you look up above, there's going to be a link for a second video where I did some adjustments to both this M33 and Hosim's amazing M23. Both of them come with upgrades in the box. They both come with a heavier set of springs, a high-speed gear, and your ability to kind of adjust the suspension pickup points. So in that video, you're gonna see me make some simple adjustments with what comes in the box to make these RCs handle a lot better than when they first arrive, but I know you wanna know how they work right out of the box. So let me finish telling you about what specs there are, and then we're gonna go talk to me at the track and see how it was right out of the box. So speaking of those specs, there is a 35 kilogram waterproof steel gear servo to make sure that you're actually steering this truck and not just suggesting a direction while it careens towards a curb. And let me tell you something that's really important, because this thing is big and heavy and you could do some serious damage if you don't have good control of it. I mean, honestly, look, the M33 is big, it's loud, and arguably too much power for anybody with a sensible hobby. But let's be honest, we didn't come here to be sensible. You've got an amazing looking LED roof light set, as well as tail lights, which look great, a reinforced chassis that feels like it could survive a small explosion, and a price point that leaves you with enough money to actually buy some replacement tires after you burn the original ones off. This is the first 1/8 scale 6S beast from Hosim, and honestly, I'm thinking maybe the big brand names should start looking over their shoulders. But what do you say we go talk to me right there trackside and see how the day went and what I broke and what I didn't break? Let's go talk to Doug. Speak of the M33, look at how freaking huge this thing is. This thing has been so cool. Now, in all fairness, I did my research before I reviewed this, and a number of people had said the tires were an issue, and I kind of agreed when I unboxed it. I did put the speed gear in, and I put the heavier duty springs and kind of changed the suspension pickup points. If you want to see that video, there's going to be a link up here. You could go watch. I did those upgrades on both this M33 as well as an M23, and it made a dramatic difference in terms of the complaints that people regularly have about them. So you should go watch that video if you're considering getting either of these, because it makes a universal difference in both. So now let's talk about the M33. With the speed gear in 6S with a little bit larger diameter tires, I pulled a solid 53 miles an hour without an issue. I think I have video of it cartwheeling down the road on two wheels. It is so easy to drive at those speeds. It was kind of crazy because it didn't traction roll. It was just kind of like the suspension was perfect for that activity along with the low center of gravity. It was amazing driving at speed on pavement. Speaking of other amazings, this here is exactly the world this was designed for. It is a loamy, sandy, bumpy thing, and it absolutely chews it up ridiculously amazing well. I hope the video came out so cool because they're cool rooster tails of sand, and it just crushes over everything. It is absolutely a ridiculous amount of fun. Now, I will say one of the complaints that a lot of people had was like a low ground clearance, but my suspension changes absolutely fixed that. It is no longer an issue, and actually, it's free. It comes with the springs. All you have to do is change out the springs, change out those pickup locations, and it dynamically changes the experience with this vehicle, and everything is included with the kit. I'm actually gonna put her down. I think it weighs a ton. So what else do I want to tell you? It was fast, it handled great, it was amazing on like flat, bumpy surfaces. I actually jumped the road over here. I hope that video came out also. Please, took a couple attempts and I actually managed to carry the road. I also managed to spin one of the tires right off the wheel in 6S. I guess whoever I bought it from didn't glue it down enough. I'm gonna have to glue it back on, but it would just pop itself off. I tried knocking it down to 3S to see if it would keep the wheel on, but if I gave it any kind of power, that tire would be gone. But I ran a solid like 3 batteries through it before that happened. So number one, it was insanely reliable because I am doing all kinds of stuff you shouldn't be doing it to here, trying to jump a road. That should never be happening in the life of an RC truck. But I did it and I didn't really break it. I finally like knocked off one of the tie rods, just popped it back on, we were fine. But so freaking cool. If you are looking for a ridiculously cool, monster-sized truck that the value for the dollar that it costs is off the charts, this Mojarco is definitely the one to get. You should get yourself that M33 Mojarco. There's a link here on the screen. There's another link down below. They help out the channel a little bit if you would use those. Doesn't cost you anything extra. As a matter of fact, I believe I have a discount code. If you look in the description, you might see that there. Those things tend to be a little temporary and these videos last forever. So look in the description. You might see a discount code there next to that affiliate link. What else do you need to know about it? It ran like stink. It was super freaking fast. It was fun to drive. It is huge and looks ridiculous. The lights are super cool, pretty much indestructible. You've seen in the video how hard I worked to break it, and the best I could do was pop off a tie rod and a tire because it wasn't glued on properly. I think it's pretty perfect. If I've added some value here, please remember to like the video, follow the channel. If you have any questions about it, put them in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it, either about how it was to drive, what it was like. If you think I'm wrong, put it down there also. I'm happy to hear about that. If you have another vehicle which you want to see me review, put it down there as well. In any case, this thing's an absolute winner. So if you're actually curious what it's like when you unbox it for the first time and get to experience the giant Mojarco, why don't we go back in time? Let's go talk to Doug. Good days to be a YouTuber, and then there are really good days to be a YouTuber. We work really, really hard to get some credibility with these things, and every once in a while it works out. So this is a spectacular 1/8 scale RC truck from Hosim, which I am so excited and honored. They sent it to me to do this review for you. You've actually already seen the action, you've seen the play, you've heard my review. You want to now experience opening this for the first time, see what it comes with, see what it looks like, that kind of stuff. I have not opened this yet, and I am so excited. Now, I did notice one thing that was a little weird about it. So you see obviously how large it is. I have bought 1/8 scale vehicles before, but they were more like racing truggies. This is full-on truck. I do also have a 1/7 scale, which appropriately wouldn't exactly fit in this box. Let's open it up and see what's actually in the box, right? Because I know you want to see with me. Ooh, we got some cool stickers here, some like American flag stuff. It is massive and it takes up every inch of the width of this thing that I said looked kind of narrow, and now it looks massive. Okay, so here it is. That's what she looks like in the box when she comes. Should we take it out, put it on the table? Let's do that. That thing is freaking beautiful. Trying to decide how much of it I want to sticker up and how much I want to leave it OG. First off, let me move the camera for a second because we need to do the obligatory drop test. Okay, ready? Whoop. All right, so I'm not going to do the drop test because this thing weighs a ton. It's really softly sprung. I can tell you for sure it's going to slam the bottom off the table here. So I'm not even going to do the drop test, but this, look how subtle and soft this, like how well this undulates over like changing terrain, right? Because that's what this is like designed for. This is designed for like free-running through this desert at a bazillion miles an hour, not doing big jumps, but just being able to go over all the little bumps and the little cacti that are in the way and all those kind of things. Yeah, look at that thing. Yeah, that thing's cool. I'll leave the camera angled like that so we can see what's inside. Has some giant retained clips. Seems like predictable that they would be giant. Actually, everything on this thing is giant. Ooh, that's nice. It's got a nice kind of spring-loaded attachment for the headlights, which obviously are also massive, like kind of everything else on this thing. That thing is so freaking cool. Body is not really reinforced. There's some big skid blocks on the top, and there's reinforcements there, which obviously attach to this center reinforcement. We're gonna have to flip it up on its roof a couple times, test that out. Wow, this thing is big and solid. Woo, it's got some massive shocks on here, bumpers, everything. All right, so let me just show you. Comes with two very large 5,000 milliamp hour 3S batteries, and you attach those two at the same time and you get 6S power going through this thing. That is a massive amount of electricity driving this thing forward at, you've already seen the test. You know how many miles an hour it went. Let's free it from these are two nice hefty 3S batteries. That's nice that you have those to start off your life with the thing. Ready right out of the box, either to run for a very long time or at an incredibly rapid speed. Woo, look at this. All right, let's talk about some of this stuff. I'm looking at it for the first time. So up here, you can see obviously a massive bumper, front and rear with attenuators. This thing actually has taillights built into it. How cool is that? Ooh, while I'm looking at this end, I want to show you, there's some nice aluminum supports here and here connecting the front and rear clips. Now, I will say I've heard sometimes these things get caught on bumps and that kind of stuff. We'll have to see how it goes when we're actually driving it. Let's go back here. You got some big old massive shock absorbers there. Look at how much wheel travel there is. There is a ton of wheel travel. Obviously, it is kind of a mushy wheel travel, so you have options to both change the pickup points as well as you could always put preload in the shock or a stiffer spring if you want to do. Again, I never change that stuff until I drive it and see how it works personally, and then we can start adjusting it. You got metal drivetrain all through, including a nice big center metal differential here. Giant anodized aluminum support going from the front to the rear of the vehicle. Got yourself one big honking motor. Now the servo looks like a normal high-tech servo, but like the hardware driving it is pretty darn massive, which it should be. Kind of cool looking spring-loaded servo saver there, radio, and a big honking giant speed controller there, which we're gonna need to run 6S power through this thing. This battery box is really nice in the way that it has 4 straps to hold everything down. Now, the one thing that I'm wondering about, let's just try this again, one of these things you're not supposed to do live for the first time while we're having these conversations. Will it hold my big 6S battery if I just go to put it on in here? Let's see. Oh yeah, oh, fits in there perfectly, like it was made for it. All right, so that answers that for the 6S power. The radio, let's see what the radio looks like. Here is a very traditional looking remote from Hosim, nice rubber steering on it. That's cool. Normal, conventional remote, everything you would expect. I see throttle trim, you can reverse left and right throttle, trim for the steering, and a big bag of parts, and I see a speed gear. Should we install the speed gear? I think so, before we even test it. Also comes with a jumper in case you didn't want to run it as 6S. You got a big old wrench for the wheels because it's got some big old lug nuts on there, and USB chargers for the 2 batteries, tons of extra straps. Look at this. You got tons of wheel nuts, lots of extra clips for the bodywork, and that big old speed gear, I think we need to get that thing out. One big old speed gear. All right, I'm going to install the speed gear in this thing. Be patient. We're having this terrible winter storm here in Florida, and I just desperately want to go out and use this, but I'm going to be patient and wait a little bit. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Obviously, you saw the action, you saw the review, you're now seeing the unboxing. If you want to get this, there's a link on the screen here or down below. It helps the channel out. If you do that, I'm going to remind you to like, follow if you haven't done that yet. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you in the next video.